Okay, hello everybody. My name is Gina Bourdeaux, and I am a regional vice president with Arbonne. Arbonne's 30-day challenge changed my life 5 years ago, and it's the coaching I got from all of my uplines that really made the difference for me. So today I want to pass some of that coaches training on to you because our 30-day challenges are the bread and butter of our businesses, and if you can coach well, your businesses will benefit. So I'm excited to share this training call with two of my sideline sister friends, Regional Vice President Christine Metzidis and four-wide Executive National Vice President Miranda Burcham. So I met Christine at one of our local Discover Arbonne meetings in California. We started our businesses around the same time, and her love for Arbonne and enthusiasm toward her clients has always inspired me. So she's driven, she's a go-getter, and she's an awesome coach, and I really can't wait for you guys to hear from her today. So I met Miranda at an early morning workout at my very first Arbonne Global Training Conference 2 months into my business. I was a brand new district manager, and I was on a new path in my life to heal my body from the inside out. And the workout she was hosting for charity with her team sounded like fun. So the workout was awesome, but it was her words that really spoke to me that day. Her words were so encouraging and uplifting, and many of us left feeling like we could conquer the world. So I'm so excited we get to hear from Miranda after this coach's training, and I promise she's going to fire us all up to really prepare for the next year of coaching. So if you don't have pens and notebooks handy, be sure to get them because you're going to want to write some tips down. You'll have access to this slideshow and to a couple of different versions of client trackers to help make your coaching easier. So just ask your uplines how you can access them after this presentation. Also, throughout your coaching process, when in doubt, you can always ask your upline questions. They are there to help you with clients' questions and concerns. I must have asked a million questions when I was learning to coach, and we actually love when you ask because it means that you are engaged. And also, if you've got questions while we're going through this training, there are people, other consultants on this call that can help answer them. So just go ahead and throw the questions up in the chat, and some other teammates will help answer them. Okay, so I want to introduce you guys to my friend Christine Metzidis, who, like I said, has really inspired me these past few years with her drive and her focus and her consistency. And she's going to tell you guys a little bit about herself before getting into the beginning of our training.
All right. Hi, everybody. So my name is Christine Metzidis, formerly known as Christine Scarrett, and I'm super excited to do this training because I love coaching. So a little bit about myself. I'm a regional vice president and an independent consultant with Arbonne International. I'm a wife and mom of two young men, 20 and 22, plus I have two bonus daughters that are 17 and 14. So my background in my younger years, I went to school and studied functional nutrition and exercise physiology. I also went to hairdressing school. So subsequently, I became a hairdresser and had a business for 25 years. I absolutely loved what I did, and I loved helping people feel better. I was also coaching cross country and track and field 4 to 5 days a week. Then I'd come home, make dinner, do homework with my kids. So you can imagine I was a very busy mama. Then about 5 years ago, in walked Arbonne. A friend of mine started talking to me about the Healthy Living program, and to say I wasn't interested was a complete understatement. With my nutrition and sports background, I thought I knew everything. And I already knew how to eat right, and I don't do those diets, all the things. So she continued to follow up with me, offering me different products, dropping off samples, and I would throw them in the drawer, never try them. And then finally, after a year of her asking me, she invited me to a nutrition workshop. I decided to go because at the time my mom was struggling with her health, and wow, literally I was blown away. Everything in the program lined up with everything that I believed in. So I decided to jump in, do the 30 days to healthy living. And as you all know, that's what really jump-started my feeling for Arbonne. And honestly, I was only jumping in to help my mom. And I made it a point to tell her, I'm only doing this for you. Well, 4 days in, it changed everything. My inflammation went away. I started to think more clearly. The brain fog left. My energy levels went up, and I started to sleep better. So I knew that Arbonne was changing me, and I had something so amazing I needed to tell all my friends and family, and really honestly, anybody that would listen. So without looking back, y'all, I zoomed forward. I had crystal clear vision. I plugged into my mentors and went for it. I knew I wanted to have an impact on other people's lives, and I had no idea how big the ripple would be. I continued sharing and serving and educating others so they could have a better life filled with longevity, health, and wellness. And then in turn, they could pay it forward and help others. By the way, on the journey, it grew me, and this is going to grow you as well. I am a completely different person because of Arbonne. The beauty is you can decide how far you want to go and how much you want to invest and all the things. But being an amazing coach is where it starts. You guys, when you are an amazing coach, it's going to attract the right people into your business. And my hope is that after today, you will embrace coaching and have a clear picture of what it really looks like to coach well. So let's get started. So first of all, you have to remember that you're the coach. People are counting on you. So make sure you're delivering what you advertise. If you tell your client you're going to coach them for 30 days, then that's what you do, even if they don't respond. And believe me, some won't. But if they don't respond to you the entire time, you just keep following the plan. Remember that your PCs are quite possibly your future team. I know for Gina and I, most of them are. I would say most of my direct team joined me because they had a positive experience during the 30 days with great results. And when they have them, they're going to want to share. Remember, the way you coach them is what they will duplicate. So keep it simple and comprehensive. So now's the time to get to know them, spend time with them if they're local, and then add in some walks or hikes if possible. When they have good results, they will most likely become a long-term client, and they will also refer people to you. Also remember, you got this. Coach them with confidence, even if you're new. If you follow this weekly guide, you'll be an excellent coach. So don't be afraid to use this resource. I just want to add that we have several different teams on this call. So we all have a slightly different way of coaching, but for the most part, our content is the same. We all strive to coach with excellence. Okay, so here we go. Congratulations, you have a new client. So what do you do next? Well, can actually vary depending upon when they signed up. We always try to sign up clients a week ahead of the start date so that they can have a full week of prepping in the Facebook group. If they sign up earlier, I send the elimination and includes lists, and then I tell them I will add them to the group when it opens. I also send a welcome email or text the day that the group opens. So if they sign up after the first day of prep, I add them to the group and make sure they scroll back to the first post on Monday, which is opening day. And that can vary throughout that first week. Then I also send the email and the text immediately so they're on board and caught up. I really encourage your clients to read through their emails. It contains important info that they don't want to miss. If you need an example of an email with attachments, please reach out to your upline so they can share that with you. I also let them know that when their box arrives, we can schedule our unboxing of all their products. This process is where we go through each product and explain to them how it will be used. Super, super important. Okay, so with our Q&A, remember, the challenges are always on week 1 and the first and third Monday of every month. There are times in December and January, which is now, that we might add a few extra groups. It depends on your upline as people start at different times throughout the holidays. So prep week opens for consultants to join the group on the Sunday, which is 8 days before the group actually starts. You can always find the new group on your Nations page, and whoever's running the group will do a post the Sunday night before it starts. It opens the next day, Monday, for us to add our clients. Sometimes people order and want to start as soon as they get their kit, which is fine. However, we encourage them to join one of our accountability groups as it's easier on them and you. So encourage them to join one of the official dates, but always accept a client, even if they can't.
Okay,
All right.
so this next slide is just a generic calendar to understand our whole challenge cycle. So I'm a very visual person and I need to see things like right in front of me. So this is for the rest of you out there too, who also need a visual. So now we're going to actually go quickly over how to coach week by week. So here we are, we're at prep week, here we go. This is my favorite part because I really get to know the client and their habits here. So Monday morning, I add them to the private Facebook group and tell them to read through the post daily. I also make sure they have their welcome email this day and encourage them to print out the attachments. Throughout the week, I reach out and let them know about important posts I don't want them to miss in the private group. For example, the knowledge, tools, and commitment posts that ask clients to post why they have joined, I encourage my clients to read it through and answer. This is an excellent way to get them interacting in the group. Remember to schedule a FaceTime or phone call to go over all the nutrition kit products. And you'll also teach them what a sample day is like. Making sure they understand what a sample day looks like is key in our prep week coaching as we near the week, is very key in our prep week coaching. So as we near the weekend, I remind them to shop on the Friday and Saturday before their challenges start. Sunday is crazy busy at the grocery store and lots of products are out. So Friday and Saturday are really the best days. So I also ask for a picture of groceries either in their cart or on the counter at home. This is another great way to interact with your clients. Sunday is meal prep day, and I encourage preparing for the next 3 days. I also remind them they will be sending weight, measurements, and before pictures Monday morning, right when they wake up.
Okay, so here we go. Week 1. It's one of the most important weeks as we're not only changing their eating habits, but we're also to help change their routine and their mindset. Remember, it's progress over perfection, y'all, but we are aiming for perfection, right? We'll work out the kinks and we'll help them make the best, most informed choices. At this point, preferably Sunday night, if you have not gotten your client's weight and measurements, you will remind them Monday morning. You want to remind them to follow the sample day attachment that they got with their welcome email. If they can just refer to this on a daily basis, they'll have an excellent challenge. I have them print out 2 of the sample days. I have them put one on their countertop next to all their products for at least the first 2 weeks. And then I also have them put one in their bag, their briefcase, nowadays on our phone, right? Because then they can refer to it throughout the day. Be surprised how handy that is. I stress the importance of this document for the client and for you. There are times the client gets busy and doesn't respond. So referring to this can make all the difference. If they're aware of this document, they can still do the challenge well with no interaction. However, you are the coach, so you don't ever stop reaching out. Before they start on Monday, I usually ask them to write down what they ate that day, how much, the time of day they ate, pretty much all day Monday. And I remind them before so that, I don't forget on Monday. So I remind them. That way, when we speak Monday night, I have a reference point. I like to explain to them the 7 to 7 rule. Every 3 hours, it makes it very simple. So for instance, 7 o'clock breakfast, 10 o'clock snack, 1 o'clock lunch, 4 o'clock snack, 7 o'clock dinner, done. It really has them look at the sample day in a different light. The first day, you'll follow up with your client that evening, usually at the end of the day after dinner. And at that time, you can go over their day, tighten up their routine, help them make the changes that they're aiming for. On Tuesday, I ask for pictures of their snacks. I may ask what they put in each shake or also get a picture of their dinner so I can see how they're doing with their portions. I explain that everyone has their own portion size built in. It's the size of their fists. So man, woman, child, we don't have children, but it's the size of their fist and the thickness of a deck of cards. This takes the guessing game out of it. Everyone has their size. That being said, the picture can help you identify if it's too much or too little. As a rule of thumb, half of their plate should be complex carbs and protein, and then the rest salad and veggies. At the end of the week, I message them about the new recipes and also let them know the first weekend is the toughest and they need to stay strong. I remind them to drink at least half their body weight in ounces of water a day. Water, fizz, and tea count. A gallon a day is always a good idea. Please remind them that their body is 80% water. So flushing out toxins along with hydration is key. On Sunday, I then congratulate them for getting
You
through.
are failing.
And I remind them to send me just their weight and measurements Monday morning. Can we go ahead and mute that person? There we go. I also talk to them about a plan for exercise based on their ability and time, walking twice a day if possible, and implementing a weight workout as well. Plenty of vitamin D so they need to get outside if they can. And then they need to move their body and rest. Sleep will provide amazing results. All right, so moving on to week 2, it's getting a little bit easier. We're going to remind them to do everything exactly the same as they did last week. And if we notice a place for improvement, we're going to help them correct it and keep moving forward. Again, the first thing Monday morning, we'll get their weight and measurements. And y'all, you need to be encouraging no matter what the results of the scale say. Sometimes they lose inches over weight. Remember, it's not always about the weight. It's how they're feeling. Are they getting better sleep? How's their energy? Has their brain fog lifted? Is their inflammation reducing? All the things. And yet sometimes they don't even notice these changes until we ask. So we continue to encourage them and keep them moving. 30 minutes of walking twice a day, if possible. Friday, they get 14 new recipes. So we remind them of that it's posted in the Facebook group. And then Sunday, we need to remind them to go read the cleanse post in the private Facebook group and get them excited to start the cleanse drink the next day. Make sure they understand they can have their tea this week. Sometimes there's confusion, and I usually coach them that they can use their tea bags twice, so they have enough to drink twice a day if they'd like to. All right. So coaching is starting to get a little bit easier now. Our clients are in a routine. And on Monday, again, I get their weight and measurements in the morning. And at the end of the day, I ask how their cleanse is going. It is rare, but as we know, depending on how our client is feeling, I will either recommend every other day or split the cleanse portion in half. Sometimes the cleanse is strong and I want to make sure they're feeling great. We highly recommend getting clients on the phone at this halfway point. It's a good time to have a conversation and really listen to how they're feeling and plant the seeds of upgrading to consultant. This is a great time to plant it. By now, you've gotten to know them a little bit better. Their friends are probably asking them, "What are you doing?" Right? This is the perfect opportunity to present the business. Along with planting the seeds, I would also let them know if they have a goal and they have not reached it, or they have. We start to recommend a plan for either maintenance or another round. Remind them that the 150 QB for a free gift and free shipping, give examples of different product packages that will fit their needs. And then also remind them if they get a kit, it is the most cost effective and they can continue on seamlessly from this point on. So at this point, clients are becoming more independent. So coaching is getting easier. Still, assure them that you're there for them with any questions they may have during week 3. Also, make sure they are on a consistent exercise routine. We try to do a little extra exercise as the weeks go on.
Okay,
Gina?
So I love week 4 and I love all the weeks, but I really love week 4 because we are rounding the corner to the finish line. So I always step up exercise by adding 15 minutes, an extra 15 minutes of cardio, weightlifting or both, and encourage them to really finish strong. I send lots of morning inspiration this week. So week 4, we review goals and suggest either another challenge or maintenance, depending on the individual. If a client has reached goals, we discuss the healthy habit set and how to save the most to get the best monthly deal with Arbonne products. Now is the time to order if they don't want their daily routine to be interrupted. So also, this is a great time to see if they want to upgrade to consultant, like we already talked about. So be sure to ask to send an opportunity video, or get them on the phone with an upline to learn more. So here we are at week 5. And at this point, I know my clients' plans. If they're going another 30 days, I try to coach them with just as much attention as I did the first 30 days. Obviously, it's easier as they know the ropes. But get their final measurements between Monday and Wednesday and send them a huge congratulations. You completed the challenge message. There is a really cute graphic in the group that you can screenshot in the Facebook group. You can screenshot it and send to their phones too. So if they are reintegrating, set them up on the Healthy Habits plan and send them or tag them in the reintegration post on Facebook. So we don't really want to be tagging our clients on every single post in that group, because if we all did that, it would get kind of crazy. But once in a while, and if the client has a specific need, it is okay. And if they're doing back-to-back challenges, be sure you get them in the next group as soon as possible. I usually give clients like a day off in between. So you can also ask them to post about their success on their main social or in their stories. Most people will be willing to give back to you because you were such an amazing coach. So one of the last best tips I want to give everyone is, after your clients are finished, stay in touch no matter what. Take care of your clients. Let them know about specials and new products. Check in on them to make sure they have continued a healthy lifestyle. Sometimes people who have fallen off just need a little bit of encouragement to get back on board. And it is our job to check in on them. Make an effort to be the best attentive coach, and your clients and you will benefit. So the 30-day challenge changed my physical life dramatically. And I know it's changed many people on this call's lives too. And I know that's why you're here today. I really do believe as coaches, it is our purpose to share it with as many people as possible. And teaching all of you to be really good coaches is a part of that process. And we get to keep teaching it to people who join us. So my dream is to have so many people out there coaching that everyone who needs us is reached. I don't know where I would be without this program. And I know a lot of you feel that way too. So life these past 2 years has been difficult. People are struggling and they need us, you guys. They need us more than ever right now. So as an Arbonne community, we need each other too. We need to help each other through tough things and encourage each other to be the very best version of ourselves. I'm so excited right now to introduce 4-wide ENVP Miranda Burcham. She is one of the most determined, driven, and motivating women that I've ever met, and I know her words will inspire us and fire us all up for an incredible 2023. So, Miranda.
All right. I love it. Awesome. Well, I'm so excited. There were so many good reminders there. And these two women are such great coaches. So I love to learn from them. And I'll tell you firsthand, I know what it's like to walk people through this program and see results, and then for them to turn around and duplicate this. And so both of these ladies are telling you the truth when they're telling you that if you are a good coach and you stick with them every single day, even when they don't always respond, which is so good, Christine, that you will have great results. So I've been doing Arbonne for almost 19 years, and the 30 Days to Healthy Living program really wasn't around the first, probably, I don't know, 10 or so. And so we had to establish relationships in different ways. Now, more than ever, the 30-day program has given us a way to talk to people daily, to touch base with people daily. And I'm telling you what, this is such a relationship business, and people want to do business with those that they know, they like, and they trust. And as you walk with people hand in hand on this 30-day journey, they will begin to know you. You will begin to know them in a better way. They will begin to like you, and they will trust you because they've trusted you with their goals and their hopes and all the things that come along with 30-day program. And so it lends such a great thing, because after that, they are so open to listening to the 30-day. They're so open to listening to the business beyond the 30-day challenge. And so I just can't encourage you enough to walk with people through this. But I also want to encourage you to make sure that you are going through the program yourself. Decide which date you're going to start. And I would encourage you to go ahead and start the first date, January 2nd, and be all in. People want to follow people that know where they're going and that are doing what you say you're doing. And so if you're going to be coaching people through this program, you've got to be on it. I'm not on it every single time I coach every single person. I'm not on it 12 months out of the year, but I do live a healthy lifestyle. I use these products products daily. I use the program multiple times a year, and you got to bet I'm going to be doing it starting January 2nd. I'm actually going to start a little bit early. Actually going to start this Friday to get a head start on it, because I want to make sure that I'm walking the walk and talking the talk. There's a quote that says, your walk talks and your talk talks, but your walk talks louder than your talk talks. I'll say that again, because I know it's a lot, but your walk talks and your talk talks, but your walk talks louder than your talk talks. And so as you live this lifestyle, you will feel the results that we're so excited about teaching our participants, right? And so when we have those results, it is so easy to be able to overflow that on social media, in real life, as you're talking to people. You guys, belief has a sound. And belief is everything in this business. We have to believe in ourselves that we can do this. We have to believe in Arbonne. It's the best company around with the best products. We have to believe in network marketing. Network marketing is such a cool industry to be a part of, and we're a part of that. And then you have to believe in the products. And the easiest way to believe in the products is to get on the 30-day program, to stick to it, to allow yourself to be coached, and in turn, you'll have great results. So I can't speak to what this business can do for you if you'll have a decided heart. First of all, have a decided heart about using the program, have a decided heart about coaching people, whether they stick on it or not, and loving them where they are, and being a truthful, honest coach with them, an encouraging coach, and then turning around and helping them understand what the business side can be. Most people aren't going to say, I love the 30-day program, I should do the business with you. They're not going to say that. But so that's not their job, right? It's our job. You did such an amazing job on the 30-day program. You had this, and this result. Can you imagine how many people need what you just went through? You could do that. Have you ever thought about upgrading to consultant? Just like I walked you through the 30-day program, I will take you by the hand and I will teach and train you how to do this business and how to coach others to do this business. What do you say? Have you ever thought about something like this? Who do you know that would love the 30-day program? We should make a list. That's the kind of verbiage that I use. And I don't even wait to the end of the 30-day to do it. All throughout, I'm planting seeds about what this business can be, how much I love coaching them, how much I believe in our products. And as you do that, belief has a sound and other people will begin to believe you. So I want you to have these goals in your mind as you're starting people in the 30-day program, that not only you're going to help them be better in every area of life, including their health, which is what we're shooting for at the beginning. But I want you to have the end goal in mind, which is you're going to give them more than just the products. You're going to give them an opportunity to do so much for their life, which was what the business can do. So keep all of those goals in your mind. I see a lot of mistakes in this business, and it's people get too focused on the product, or they get too focused on the business. And you guys, it has to be a happy medium. We have to help people enjoy the products, love the products, believe in the products. And in turn, as we do that, as just like these ladies were saying tonight, you're going to be able to help them fall in love with the potential of this business. If you're new and you don't understand what Arbonne can be, I just want to share a quick story just about what Arbonne's done in my life. I just wanted to be able to get home with my little boy. I wanted to be able to work a job from home where I could be home with him. He was 1 year old when I started Arbonne. He's now about to turn 20. And not only have I been able to be home with him and all of my kids, we've raised five kids, 3 biological, two kids that we've adopted from foster care, but we've had 18 foster kids come through our house since I started Arbonne. I've been able to allow my husband to come and work from home as well. We have so many choices. We have such influence on people around us because of Arbonne, and it's truly changed every aspect of our life. And so I would love for you to think of some goals that you want for the new year. I hope one of them is you want to be better in your health, and we have the solution through the Arbonne 30 Days to Healthy Living. But I also want you to dream bigger. I want you to dream about what you want to do to make an impact on others. You guys, being a great coach is one way to do that. Coaching people through the business is another way to do that. But I want you to think beyond that. I want you to think inside your 4 walls, which was what comes first, right? Our family and taking care of your finances and all the things that I know that come along with taking care of your family. But then I also want you to be able to turn around to a world in desperate need for you to be your best. Gina said people need Arbonne more than ever. They need the program, the 30-day program. They need our products. They need this business, but people need you more than ever. They need you to be the best version of yourself. And Arbonne is a great way to do that because it forces you to grow. It forces you to learn. It forces you to look in the mirror and say, how can I get better? How can I be the best version of me? And in turn, when you do that, you're going to be able to impact so many people that need you. And so Arbonne is a blessing. You're here at the right place at the right time with the right products. And 2023 is going to be a phenomenal year to do amazing things. Every day when you wake up, you guys establish a routine that helps you win. What are things every morning that can help you win? For me, it's getting alone, getting quiet time, reading my devotion, having some journaling time, making my bed, getting to the gym, working hard at the gym, drinking my protein shake, having my green gut glow shot. Those things help set me up for success. And so I want to encourage you to make the products a part of every single day, every single morning, and grow in your routine. Be a disciplined person. My favorite verse says, no discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. And we all have experienced that probably those first few days on the 30-day program. No discipline seems pleasant at the time, but painful. Later on, however, it will produce a harvest of righteousness and peace for those that are trained by it. Doesn't that sound great? I love that later on, however, and I have seen that in my Arbonne business and in my life. And so thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to have a lot of great coaches out there. We're going to help a lot of people, and it's going to be a great 2023. Let's go out this next few days and let people know about the Arbonne specials that they have, and call them, ask them. Don't just rely on your social media. Don't just think that, well, maybe they'll see it, they'll see the post and they'll reach out. You're lucky if they do that. We have to reach out to individual. People want to feel seen. They want to feel heard. They want to know that you want to coach them. And so ask them specifically, hey, I thought of you. Here's why. I would love to take you by the hand. I'd love to help you get your goals. Have you ever thought about doing something like this? Who do you know that would want to do something like this? Invite people to join you, and they will. Thanks, guys.